Karina baby, mama loves you. I was gonna sing you You're my little light of mine. I wanna help you shine. You are my little light of mine. And I wanna help you shine. Help you shine, help you shine, little girl. Mama would take songs and make up songs just for you. But it's from This is my little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This is my little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. You are my little light of mine. And I wanna help you shine. Baby girl, you are my entire world. Alright, how about... I always used to sing the same songs to you pretty much, but... Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird doesn't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. If that diamond ring turns to brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. If that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. If that billy goat runs away, Mama's gonna buy you a baby pony. If that baby pony doesn't stay, Mama's gonna sing you more lullabies. Hush, my Karina, don't you cry. Your mama's right here, she's not going anywhere. She will sing you lullabies until the end of time, she really doesn't care. You are my baby, my sweet little lady. You are my one and only little love. You'll never know, my dear, how much I love you. You are my baby girl. You're my Karina, and Mama loves you. Mama has you in her arms. There's no need to fright you. There's no need for any alarms. You are my baby, my sweet little lady. You are my one and only little love. You'll never know, my dear, how much I love you. You are my baby girl. Let's do the alphabet song. A, apple, B, boat, C, cat, D, dog, E, elephant, F, frog, G, giraffe, H, hat, I, igloo, J, jet, K, Karina, L, love, M, mama, N, note, O, open, P, papa, Q, quail, R, rest, S, snake, T, turtle, U, umbrella, V, vest, W, west, X, X-ray fish, Y, yak, Z, zebra. Now we'll start over so we don't lose track. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now we know our ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Okay, how about we sit and watch the rain as it falls from the sky, and we are glad to be inside where it is warm and dry. Oh yes, I do love the rain. It keeps the earth so clean. It helps the pretty flowers grow from the mountains to the the strings. Lila Tov and good night to you. Lila Tov, may your dreams come true. We sing Lila Tov, may Israel protect you throughout the night until we reach the morning light. I always sing that as like your last bedtime song is Lila Tov and good night to you, because it's just a protection song. Because I really do hope that you are protected and loved. I know that you are protected and loved. I hope that you're protected and loved throughout the night, every single night. Mama has this fear of the dark and fear of just, I guess, the unknown in the dark and at night. I don't know, I always get scared at night, but that's why we always sing the protection song at night, so that this way God just protects us throughout the night and nothing happens. But, Mama just loves you, baby. Mama just loves you so very, very much, and I just want you to know that I love you, and that I miss you, and that I write to you every single day. Today is the 18th, and you can see I wrote your papa, please tell Karina Mama loves her, and then I'm trying to send your papa some stuff on loans, but it's not sending. The government put out some stuff on loans right now because of the whole virus thing that's happening right now that you won't even remember when you get bigger, hopefully this just goes away soon. But, trying to tell your papa about prosthetics for this Raspberry computer that Mama saw the other day. It's a Raspberry Pi, it's really cool. But I'm like, I love you, I love Karina. Please tell Karina that I love her. Please tell Karina that Mama loves her. Please tell Karina Mama loves her. Every single day, I send a text message as well. I have 2 phones right now. This one that your grandma is paying for me, because Mama really doesn't work outside the home. It's the only reason why Mama really got in trouble. And, Mama's trying to change the laws, baby, for women. So hopefully you'll have more choices when you get bigger. It takes one person to change something sometimes, and one really bad situation to hopefully change something sometimes. But I'm like, please tell Karina that I love her. I'm like, I'm making gyros tomorrow, you're missing out. Please tell Karina that I love her. And then tonight, Mama made some flatbread tortillas we had enchiladas tonight, baby. Oops. How do you oops. Archived. But my point is just, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you to the ends of the earth. And I just want you to know that I think about you every second of every day. See, mamas are meant to be mamas, baby. So every second of every day, I think this is what I'm doing instead of spending time with you, because all his mama ever wanted to do was have and raise children, and to be a good mother and a good wife, and just be loyal and respectful and loving, and, you know, every single second of every single day I think about you. Not a second goes by that I don't. Just know that I love you, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you, and this has to end eventually. So right now you're 5 years and 8 days old. I can't even believe it. So I love you to no end. I love you till no end. I love you to no end. I know you know that. When I had you every second of every day, and I was just so blessed to be there with you. It doesn't matter what anybody else could possibly do. I was just blessed to have you in my arms and with me, because I held you all the time. Mama held you for the first 6 months straight. I did the continuum concept with you, so I just held you every single second of every single day. I just held you and took care of you, and I was with you, and then you got a little bit bigger, and I started bringing you to parks, and you started meeting friends, and I started bringing you to reading class, and then you started reading at 11 months old, and, you know, you were doing so well. Your favorite fraction when you were 2 was 1/16. And I'd say, Karina, baby, what's 1/16? You'd say, Mama is 1 out of 16, because we started doing fractions with blocks. So Mama would sit there, and I'd have a block, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'd have a block with 8 little round circles on it, and you could put the 1 pieces into it, so it's 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 1/8 of an eighth. It's full, remember? So we go 1/2 and the other half of the block is full. So you were doing so good with your fractions, and you knew your ABC song when you were 1. You were like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and you'd start it over again. We'd go down to every first Friday of the month there were certain things going on. So we would go to the Lansdale first Friday, and then we would go up to see, there was this wine and concert series that Mama would take you to, because there was a bounce house there, and then you like to play the ladybugs and the bumblebees game. While we were sitting there and we had blocks in front of us, you love these big blocks, and I go, Karina baby, what shape do you want? You go, Mama, I want an isosceles triangle. And you were sitting across from a little 6-year-old, and you were only just turning 2 at this time. And you go, Mama, I want an you want an isosceles trapezoid. So if you remember what that shape is this going out like this, and then like this. It's like a lampshade. So I made you the isosceles trapezoid, and you clapped, right? And the mother next to me goes, wow, my daughter can't even get dressed yet. And I go, yeah, you couldn't get dressed yet by yourself either. You just picked out all your clothes every day. Because Mama wanted you to be very independent, and I wanted you to be able to pick out what you wanted to wear and do what you wanted to do. So Mama had a calendar, right, just like I have a calendar right now, but my calendar was filled with kids' activities, right? And in the morning, Mama would sit there and I'd read you out what the calendar said, because it's on my calendar. I'd open up the calendar and I'd say, Karina baby, do you want to go to Miss Lisa's story time, or do you want to go to Miss Michelle's story time, right? Because the story times were at the same time. They were both at the library. Miss Michelle is up in the Doylestown Library, and Miss Lisa, if you remember, is down at the Black Library. You call it the Black Library. It's the Lansdale Library. And the one in Doylestown you used to call the dollhouse. You used to say, Mama, I want to go to the dollhouse, because they have this really nice dollhouse at the Doylestown Library. So you used to call the Doylestown Library the dollhouse. And so I'd ask you, Karina baby, do you want to go see Miss Michelle, or do you want to go see Miss Lisa? And you'd tell me which story time you wanted to go to. The only thing I forced you to go to was story time and play dates. Because I did want you to be very interactive with all your friends, and go on play dates and go to other people's houses and see all the kids and have so much fun. You always had so much fun with all the kids. We made fake snow the one day at the park with everybody. We would go down once a month to like a friend's house. I think it was once a week actually, to like a friend's house to see everybody. Just so, like, remember, she'd feed you those nice muffins, the nice lady who had them, who hosted the parties, because Mom was a part of 11 mom groups. So we had the Native American group, we had the hiking group, we had the church group that we'd meet up with on Thursdays, and then we had the Mamas and Babies group that we were in, we had another Mamas and Babies group that we were in, we just had the Native American group, and then we had the Moonlight group, like where we go out and do nighttime activities. Like, we had so many groups that we were a part of that Mama was able. And then remember, I'd take you to the park and you'd see beautiful movies on the screen, and we'd always be meeting up with Eva and the kids. And you loved Erilyn and Adric and Audrey. You loved them. You named your dolls after them, and you loved your friends, and I loved that you loved your friends, and I loved that I loved my friends, and I loved that we all got to hang out together and just do so many nice things together. Mama wishes that I catered a little bit more to Papa. Papa was really feeling left out. Mama didn't realize how left out he felt. Like, I should have, I just didn't know, baby. I just didn't know. But the point is that I can't wait to get back to that stage, to like where we're going to movies in the park again, and you're picking out your fun activities, and we're going on a Hula Frog to find out where the story times are and what's going on, who has the best activities in town. And the Mercer Library does a free library day, if you remember. Like, we would go down to the libraries, and the children's museum is down there, and then I take you to the other children's museum, because there's the one in Doylestown that you like to go to, and then there's the actual children's museum out by Lambertonville, where I used to take you to see the fireworks. That was every first Friday of the month too. So we'd hop from Lansdale first Friday to seeing we would go from there, and then sometimes we'd stop by to the wine concert series, and then we'd go out to Lambertonville for like the last finale of like the fireworks of the night. Mama's so sorry that she couldn't financially support anything on her own. Like, I'm sorry, baby. Mama was just trying to be a good mama to you and trying to take you places and do wonderful things with you. Mama just doesn't have the financial support to support it on her own. So I'm sorry that Mama isn't there with you right now. Mama's gonna try and talk with Papa and get this all sorted out and sorted out, because what happened wasn't fair. But Mama, baby, my Papa taught me when I was little, life isn't fair, and it's life really isn't fair. But you gotta play the cards that you're dealt sometimes. You really do. How many times have you heard Mama say that? Baby, you gotta just play the cards that you're dealt, and sometimes you just gotta go with it, and sometimes you don't realize what's going on until it's too late. But just know I love you. I love you so much, and one day we're gonna be back to that. Opening up a phone and having a schedule in there and being like, where do you want to go and what do you want to do? All the activities Mama brought you to were free. Everything I did was like just a bunch of free stuff that we got to do because our community was that just great. Like, it just had so many free things for the kids. Like, I remember I'd keep a bathing suit for you in the car and for Mama, and extra towels for everybody. Papa had a bathing suit, Mama had a bathing suit, you had a bathing suit in the car. We had towels for everybody, and I'd ask you, baby, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And sometimes you'd just be like, Mama, let's go to the splash pad. Or, like, sometimes you'd be like, Mama, I just want to go shopping today. So we'd go down to 2nd Ave and we'd look around and we'd just shop for the day. Like, we had a schedule. Sometimes you didn't want to do the schedule, or sometimes you'd be like, Mama, I want to stay home today. So that day we'd stay home and we'd do sprinklers outside and we'd do a picnic lunch. And Mama just wanted to make your life just so ordinary, it's extraordinary sometimes, baby. And Mama just wanted to make every single moment of every single day just special. Because every single moment of every single day should be special. Life is so short. Our days are so short. And our lives are so short, you know? It doesn't last forever, but the moments that we do have, they should be special and magical for every single second that we do have, you know? So even when you're hurting, you have to help everyone and anyone else, right? Just like that chick story I read to you yesterday about the half chick not helping anybody, and he was just walking through life and completely oblivious to anyone else's needs. You can't do that in life. You can't, like, don't sacrifice yourself the way that Mama did, but don't be oblivious either. Just help everybody around you. Someone needs something, someone wants something, ask people how they're feeling and how they're doing with their day, you know? Even when you're hurting, you have to help. Because eventually, time is going to sort things out. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. Eventually, time has to sort things out, baby. And eventually, I'll be there with you, and I'll be holding you, and taking you places, and doing anything that you want with you. Mama's really going to try to work on these laws and just send this stuff to these people, because I don't think that, you know, people understand how essential women are to their babies and to their families. So Mama's gonna really try and change the future for you, because I want you to have, like I've always told you, that's why I taught you how to read when you were 8 months old. Well, that's why I started the reading program from day one with you, because I wanted you to have the opportunity. Baby, if you start a reading program with your kids before they're 2 months old, if they have dyslexia, if they have a reading issue, that goes away. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you every opportunity that maybe I didn't have. I wanted to make sure that you could read from a really, really, really young age, because Mama struggled with that throughout all of school, and, you know, I just wanted you to have that opportunity that I didn't have. So I really, really wanted you, and I do want you, to have a whole bunch of opportunities to do whatever it is that you want to do. So, but Mama's gonna try to help women of the future too. All women, someone to just stay home with their babies and raise them, baby, because that's essential to our society as developing and, you know, having real potential for children. Like, Mama stayed home with you, and you were doing math, and you were reading, and you were learning about simple mechanics and logic learning, and you were doing the compass rose, and you were learning about the puzzle pieces. Remember, we'd do the map on the wall, and you'd tell me this is Texas, and this is Florida, and this is Pennsylvania, and this is New York, and this is New Jersey, and this is Rhode Island. And so, like, we were getting into that. We were doing the cells, and we were doing, we called them the ABCs of the universe. Remember how we'd sit there and we'd do, this is helium and this is hydrogen. It's actually called the periodic table of elements, even though we called it the ABCs of the universe. And like every day you got to choose in the morning what you wanted to learn about for school in the morning before we left and went on our fun adventures. Mom, I can't wait to get back into just, and then we had the gardens outside. We had the 2 plots outside, so you got to see how things actually grew. And then in your bedroom, you have the plant wheel and how things grow. So, I just wanted you to have, and you were so far ahead, because all that stuff I was teaching you was really, like, you were doing really, 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 really good, Karina, and I bet you are doing really, really, really good. I know that you're relearning how to read and relearning how to spell. You were doing 3 and 4 letter words, and then your papa told me that he was working on a 4-letter word with you, love, but he had to tell you there's a silent E at the end, when you knew that when you were 2 and a half. You knew that when you were 2. But, so I know you're relearning things, and I know, but the base skills, I know that the base skills are there because Mama made sure that the base skills were there, because I needed to make sure, that you have ultimate potential. Mama's really big into potential, especially with little kids, because they have the ultimate potential. From 0 to 4, you really have that window period. So, and I know that you're 5 now. You're 5 years and 8 days old now. I can't believe it. Mama missed 2.5 years of your life already. Mama's sorry. Mama is so, so sorry. Mama's trying to fix it and trying to get back in your life as soon as possible. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to sing you songs. I'm going to read you storybooks every single night, until I get you back. And Mama had just started doing it because I was trying to make sure I don't upset Papa, but I need to be able to be allowed to do things. And so Mama's going to be reading you storybooks and singing you songs and stuff like that every single night. And just because I miss you, and I love you, and I miss you, and I love you. I love you so much, and I'm sorry. I'm glad Mama just talks to you like I talk to you, so, but Mama just loves you. And that's all you really need to know, is that Mama loves you. Mama loves you so, so, so much, and I can't wait to get back to all the educational stuff that we were doing, and all the fun activities that we were doing. I can't wait until I could open up a calendar book and be like, pick what you want to do, where do you want to go? You always love to schedule out your activities and just make events that you wanted to go to. I love you so much, and I'm so sorry. Mama loves you.